Hi everyone, Mark from Brave Auto International in Japan. Today I'm sitting in a 1994 Lancia Integrale Evolution 2. This has been bought out of auction for a customer in Europe, and I'm just about to take it for a road test, and I thought I'd bring you along. We'll get underway and I'll tell you about it as we get going. There's mirrors there. You probably can't see them. There's mirrors up there so I can see what's coming. Okay, the clutch is a bit squeaky. It's the first thing I noticed. This car's done 90,000 Ks and it was grade 4. And it was bought out of USS Ninja, and there's actually a video of me picking it up from USS Ninja and driving it out of the auction. So I'll put a link on this video, and it should come up now, hopefully, maybe. Anyway, this vehicle wasn't cheap, is probably the easiest way to put it. We end up paying 6 million yen car cost for it, which is getting up high for the this model. But the prices of them have actually really gone through the roof. I used to buy this exact model 10 years ago, and the Evo 1s are around 800,000 yen. And the Evo 2s, which is this one, were around 1.2 to 1.4 million yen. And since probably the last 2 years, the prices of these have just been going up and up and up and up. And the last one I bought, I think we paid 5.2 million, and that would have been probably 4-5 months ago. And this one we bought last week and ended up having to pay 6 million. The customer who's bought this out of the auction, or we've bought out of the auction for, this is his second Evo 2 he's got from us. And anyway, so what I'm doing during the road test, just making sure the gearbox is right in it. Just making sure the suspension, there's no knocking noises, there's no smoke, the car basically drives as it should. Like I say, I don't know if you can hear on the camera, the clutch pedal needs a bit of CRC or WD-40, depending on which country you're in, sprayed on it, I think. This car in particular, the interior is very clean on it. The door panels, both front and rear, have still got the factory delivery protective plastic on the panels, and the floor carpet also has the protective delivery plastic still on it. Body wise, it's had a little bit of paint work done where they've painted like the side skirts, the air vents on the side rear guards, and they've painted them white, whereas the correct colour for this model is actually an off-white, so you can see the difference between the two panels. At the end of the day, the car is actually a really nice example. So for me personally, a bit of paintwork to be put right on it is would be the least of my worries. I'd rather have a good base car to start with which is exactly what this is, and spend a little bit on paint to get it exactly the way I want it, rather than buying some average looking thing that's got rust in it or rusty underneath and it's had a hard life, and trying to make that a nice car. Whereas this vehicle's very easy to make a very nice example. I'm just waiting for the temps to come up, which it's starting to now, so I'm just going to start pushing it a little bit harder. So try the brakes. Good. Brakes again. Good. Just going quickly from second to third. It's common in Japan for second to third synchros on manual vehicles to have problems. So it's important to test drive them, try second to third, and then try coming down from fourth into third as well, just to test, which I'll do down another road. The aircon works. Had it going earlier, and I'm just putting it back on now. It's getting hot, starting to get hot here now in Japan. I'm just going to put the window down on this side a little bit as well, some air through. Gears. Fourth and third. It's okay. Okay, this road here is super rough, so I use this road for checking strange suspension noises, or for strange suspension noises. You'll hear the tray in the back rattle as I go over the bumps. Okay, well, that's good. There's no strange suspension noises, just your trim rattling as I go over the bumps. This man with his headphones on. The response of it's very good. It's actually a nice drive. I know these are very popular with people. They're not my favourite cup of tea of a vehicle for myself personally. I've never really got into them. I like the look of them. I just don't like the I don't know, I just don't like the driving of them. But this one's I actually don't mind this one. This one's nice and tight, which helps a lot. Okay, and back to the yard. Okay, so that's your 94 Evo 2, and I'll give you a quick walk around of it. All the temperatures are right, gauges are right, oil temp's good, oil pressure's good, water temp's good, everything's fine. Okay, I'll just jump out. Okay, so that's your Evo 2, just letting it cool down a little bit. I don't know if you can hear or not. Well, there's a man over there with a petrol trimmer, so it's the noise you may be able to hear is going in the background. That's just electric fans that have just kicked in, just cooling it down. That's our dealer plate, which enables me to test drive the vehicles for the customers. So the fan's just gone back off again. Okay, I'll show you the what I was talking about, the paint. Don't know if you'll be able to see it there well, the light. Okay, this here, the boot lid here, the rear bumper, no, looks like it has, but no. This panel here, the side skirt, this panel here, not the roof, but this panel, which runs down here. The front bumper, they've been painted and they're not the right colour, not the right shade of white. They're more of a bright white than a creamishy off-white. Okay, the bonnet, they've done the vents on the bonnet. Okay, they've been done as well. And I think it's a little bit hard to tell, depending on what light you're looking in, maybe the bonnet. Okay, I know on the camera it probably looks worse than what it does in real life. I'm actually struggling to see the colour difference here in real light, not through the lens of the camera. Okay, so as I say, front bumper, side skirt both sides, trim piece that runs around the edge of the roof, the door mirrors as well, the vents on the bonnet, plastic trim here, the hatch here. Okay, the hatch here is original colour, this is not, and nor is this piece here and a rear bumper. So you need to paint those if you want to make it a perfect looking car. Okay, like this is the original, all this paint, the rest of your panels is actually all the original factory paint. Okay, and it's still got the factory original under the sticker. We'll start with the back, having a look in there first. I don't know how well you can see with the sunlight and all that. In here is all clean. You've got a aftermarket strut brace. Okay, they've put some aftermarket speakers, but not cut through. They haven't cut them through. They've only just put the fine holes for the wires. Okay. Otherwise, this panel's all good. The rest of it underneath here is all good. Your door handle, I can't get over the door handles. They're really in really good nick. Normally the door handles and these badges here have deteriorated. These are all good. All this is good. All around the frame, around the windows are all good. Okay, your door trims have still got the original delivery protective plastic. And so's the floor down there. Your seats in the back here are absolutely immaculate. Okay, your hood lining's good, not sagging at all. Okay, same here with the door panel, factory delivery stuff. It's got a little bit of a tear there in the plastic, that's all. Okay, the floor, same in here. Underneath the mat here's the original factory delivery protective plastic. which I absolutely love to see. Okay, you've got an aftermarket like a navvy mount here, which is only stuck by double-sided tape, so you can take that off without leaving any screw holes. Okay, your passenger seat's fairly good. You've got a little bit of wear down here, okay, and a little bit, get the pattern going the right way, a little bit here as well. Okay, we'll go around the other side. Okay, door panels all good. Factory delivery plastic. Unfortunately got a bit of a tear in this plastic here. Okay, when I say tear, it's just on this the delivery plastic. The actual door trim is like brand new. Okay, once again you've got the plastic on the floor and some of it's actually come away. Okay, on your driver's seat you've got a bit of wear here. Okay, now it hasn't torn through or anything, it's just gone, I don't know what the correct word is, where it bunches up together. If you're very good with a razor, you can actually shave it a little bit to tone it down. And you've got it here a little bit as well. And just a little bit over here, just there. The other side is perfect. And same there. Okay, let's jump in. Okay, you got the factory steering wheel, which is in good nick. Okay, all your like your indicators, lights, stalks are all good. There's no colour fading on the letters or anything. Okay. Oh, your dash there. Okay, you've got an aftermarket head unit, front fogs, rear fogs, rear wiper, rear wiper squirter, sorry, rear wiper, aircon controls, I'll just leave that on a little bit, it's getting hot in here. Okay, just have a look in here, see if it's been smoked in. Now, it's hard work holding the camera and trying to do this stuff. Okay, never been smoked in, and I can't smell smoke either. Okay, someone's stuck a aftermarket Razzo gear lever, you can see it or not, tells you what gear you're in. And it's not screwed on, it's stuck on by double-sided tape. Don't know if you can, though it's got these screws, the screws aren't real, they're just fake. So if you watch, if you can see it's wiggling, okay, it's just, that means it's on double-sided tape. Okay, you've got a little bit of clear peel here on the center console trim piece, if you can see that. Aftermarket gear lever, it's a shame it hasn't got the original, but yeah, aftermarket. Down here we've got electric windows which all work. Okay, one thing I did notice is, see the seat belt here, okay, it's pretty firmish. This one here, a bit loose, okay, and I think by the looks of it, I noticed this when I hopped in it before, that needs to come off and probably tightened up. Okay, I'll leave a note for you. I don't want to muck around with it. I'll leave a note for you, just I don't want anyone hopping in this side and putting the seatbelt on and going through the windscreen, for an example. So I'll leave a note for you to remind you about that. Okay, your clock at the top here is working. It's just hasn't got the time put in. Okay, so there's your timer. Not sure if your light up here works or not. Yep, light works. Okay, your sun visors are in really, really good nick. The same on this side. Okay, I'll jump out and I'll give you a look in the engine bay. Just grab the bonnet. The fans are going because I've got the aircon on. Okay, you can hear them. I'll give it a couple of revs and I'll just turn it off, just so you know it's running right. Okay, in the engine bay it's clean and tidy. You got all the original delivery, original from Japan, the original plate up the top there. Okay, original, all original stickers, which is good to see. Now it needs a bit of a clean in here. I don't know if you can see. So you got the smog, no smog. Okay, now I've given it a wash in here. As you probably see, it's not coming off. Now you need to, I don't know, get the wife's toothbrush and give it a good clean. Don't use your own, and give it a really, really good clean in that. Okay, don't use the wife's toothbrush, she'll kill you. Needs a good clean along in here. But what I like about it, it's original. You know, it hasn't been cleaned up or tarted up or whatever. It's just all original in here. Okay, your guards have never been off. Still got the seal, factory seal. In Japan, when the guards get changed, either if it's on these or your E30 M3s, they never seal them. So the original seal here. Okay, all the way down, so it's all good. Okay, just starting to get a bit yellowishy in here, which you get on the paint. So anyway, so yeah, in here it's all nice and good. Okay, so that's your Evo 2. You've got just here, I don't know if you can see it, there's something in the paint here. Okay, now I'm 99% sure if you run electric buffer or a air buffer through this here for a little bit, you'll actually clean that off. Okay, but it is there. In general, like scratches and scuffs and dings and that type of stuff, is actually very, very clean. Very, 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 very clean car. You've got a couple of little nicks down here. Actually no, you'll get them off. Bit of polish and that'll come off. It's just black mark onto the white paint. You got got the chips down here. No, same again, you'll get that off with a bit of polish. The alloys are in fairly good nick. There's just some light scuffing around them, and they could do with getting the wife's toothbrush out again with them and give them a bit of a clean up. Okay, your rear bumper's all good. Okay, sticker down the bottom there, which I'd get rid of. I don't like stuff like that on this type of vehicle. Okay, the underneath is clean, but I can tell you, just get down the camera, the rear muffler's had a cheap repair. Okay, so you're going to have to change the muffler on it. Don't know if you can see it in the camera here. It's an aftermarket muffler, it's on it, so you're going to have to change that. some stage. Well, you'd have to before licensing anyway. It won't pass. But yeah, it's actually a nice car. Nice. I like to say original, which it is original in the aspect it's not been tarted up or anything like that, or used and abused. It's just had someone's done some paintwork on it who's colourblind, that's all, and you get that sometimes. So, you know, there must, I don't know how they can paint something. I don't know if you can see that, the difference, you know, but they just, I don't know. That's why I started a paint shop here, you know. So, okay, anyway, I'm moving on to the next one. The next car out for test drive is going to be the R34 GTR N1. Very, very, very rare car, and a genuine N1. If you know anything about them, you know they don't have a rear wiper, and the glass is a lot thinner, plus a few other bits and pieces. Okay, that's Mark from Brave Auto International, and I'll see you later.